We all have that area in our house that drives us crazy, that accumulates stuff and just is like a breeding ground for clutter. In our house, it is our laundry room, and today I'm gonna tackle it. Hey guys, Sarah here from Work Life Glue, where we glue work and life together one piece at a time, and one big part of our life is organizing. We have 2 kids, a daycare in our home, and very busy, hectic schedules as both full-time working parents, and so we need our home to be organized and functional. This laundry room I have tackled before, see the video proof of that, but it just keeps getting cluttered, and I've realized I really want some more storage for my daycare, which is right next door. So I have been thinking of ways for the last couple months to maximize the storage space in this room, to organize it without spending a lot of money. So before I jump into organizing it, I thought I'd give you guys a little tour. So welcome to our laundry room. This laundry room has many purposes. It is where the youngest daycare baby sleeps. I pull that out over here. My baby slept there. I just like it. It's convenient because it's right next door to where we are during the day. It's got our freezer. It's got this funky desk that accumulates stuff all the time. It's got to do laundry. It holds tons of stuff like diapers, wipes, paper towels, tools, storage items, and beyond. And it's got a lot of potential that's just not being used. So this is what it looks like. You walk in, our freezer, it's got this built-in desk that I kind of like I could rip it out, but it was tiled around that, and I just don't need any big projects in my life right now. And the pack and place fit perfectly underneath that to pull out and then put away, so we still have a lot of walking space, but it's not being utilized to its fullest potential. These cork boards were here when we moved in. I added some functionality here, but as you can see, like up here, there's so much stuff that could be put there that's not. I hold my sensory bins in here. All of our routing, modem stuff is in here. We've got an electrical box in here, and just lots of stuff. Here's a view from the other angle. So I do have plans to one day like paint in here, put up shelves, that kind of thing, but for the time being, because I don't have a lot of time right now, we have my baby's first birthday this month. It's my relicensing month for daycare. My baby's being dedicated. I have friends' birthday party for their kids. It's just a crazy month. My daughter started school, like she's got dance, Awana, all kinds of stuff. So just don't have time for that right now, but we do have a crafty solution to make this space over here work. So we have a big IKEA 4x4 storage unit. We're gonna bring it up. I measured it. It should fit perfectly right here next to the window on top of the desk, and that is going to add a lot more storage space. Right now it's downstairs in the basement. It's not really being used much, so I thought I would just bring it up here and use it for more storage and mount it to the wall, obviously, so the kids can't tip it over. So I'm downstairs in part of our basement area of the daycare that we use mostly just in the winter time. I emptied everything out of here. A lot of it will be coming upstairs, but this is the unit we will be moving into the laundry room. So it only took, I think, one curse word and probably completely smashing my fingers with the weight of that pinching between this desk, but it is up. I knew it would be a very tight squeeze, but we got it around this light and it fits just perfectly. There's a few inches up here and just barely makes it. But just look at how much storage space this is gonna be for us. So I'm probably just gonna wait now that I really hurt my hand and I'm tired, and we've done a lot of other stuff today. So I'm just gonna stop here. My dad's gonna be over tomorrow to help mount this, and then you will see the further progress right after this. Okay, so it's a different day now, and I am going to be organizing this. I'm just gonna like corral everything I want to go in there in the daycare room, lay it out, and that way I know like what stuff to keep together and whatnot. Okay, so I brought everything up from downstairs, which I will show you guys in a second. But not everything up, everything that I want up here, because what I'm going to do this year that I haven't done in the years past, now that I have the space for it, is to rotate toys. I mean, I did rotate toys, but what I mean is like the kids can ask for the little people if they're not out, or the blocks or the instruments or whatever, but they won't be in this room for them to just freely get out as they want, because it just gets too crazy in here. So I've already started really reorganizing these shelves and everything. I brought my books up. Before, all my books were downstairs except a few, and so I want them all up here because this is where we do story time, so it just makes sense to have them all up here. My puzzles that are in that like paper sorter were up here, and I just didn't like having so much stuff on the mantle, so I moved them up there where I can quickly get to them, but the kids can't, because especially with like 1-year-olds, they would just take the wooden puzzles out and get the pieces everywhere, which is really annoying. So I'm kind of going to go through these shelves as well and see what stuff do I want in the laundry room and what stuff do I want easily accessible right here, because I just think it looks so cluttered right now. Brought all my books up, got a bunch of bins. So let me just show you guys downstairs. So I will be doing a full daycare tour and a separate like organization tour of it all. Once I'm done, I'll have 2 separate videos in the future, but just a quick overview. I kind of revamped this space, and I will link to past daycare tours below. And then now, without that thing there, I moved that against the wall. It actually feels so much bigger in here, and I'm just going with the less is more approach, because the more you have out, the more they're just gonna take out, dump out, and then leave. So I like this room more for, we have the mats in here, they can build big towers, they can roll around, they can spin on that. We've got this here. I have my trains down here. We could bring the cars down, but I have them upstairs right now, and then we have our magnet board. So that's this space for now. And then I just have this pack and play in case we have, you know, if we all come down here and the baby needs to be put somewhere, she can go in there. But right now, nobody sleeps down here at this point. So now I'm gonna go through in here and pull stuff out and kind of see what stuff do I need in here, what stuff don't I, what stuff do I need to find a new home for. So I don't know for sure if this darker thing is gonna stay in here, but I guess for now it's functional. We'll see how much of that space I actually need once I pull all this stuff out. Okay, so now that I have everything out here, I have stuff, most of these things are gonna be donated under these bins, at least all these board books. I just have so many board books that I don't need. I'll go through them, but basically I'm gonna just go through first, see what I want to keep in these on these shelves, and I'll show you guys that. And then I'm gonna go through and kind of make sure everything's in the right categories and combine stuff into bins if need be, and then move it into the laundry room and see what happens with that. Okay, so I emptied out this, got rid of some games, not got rid of, brought them downstairs. They are in the basement closet because we just don't use them that much, so if I need them, I can go get them, but I don't want them taking up precious space of stuff that I might want to get to quickly. And just got out my like felt pieces that were up there, scarves, and I'm rethinking how I want to use those, because those are things that I want to be able to use, but do they have to be right here? No, they could be in the laundry room. So I think what I'm going to do now is go through my books and get as many books up on the shelves as possible, and then purge whichever ones I don't want. Feeling good. This is all the donation books, just board books with like very few words. I did keep some. I have some here, but I feel like the kids don't really read them anyway. They just play with them, and so I just kept the ones they like the most, and then still kept like most of my books that I can read to them, plus Celia has a bazillion books upstairs I can always keep bringing down, and I also get books from the library as well. And then I have like all of our bigger storybooks with lots of stories in them, and then like we call looking books, like books with 1,000 animals, lift the flat books and stuff like that up here. Like I said, I will be showing like a detailed organization tour and daycare tour, and I will be living with this for a couple weeks before I film those to see how I like it. But I put all the other books up here. I wanted them a little higher because my daughter will, if she's playing right here, will pull them down, and I don't like that, so put them up a little higher. And then here I just have like my felt pieces, which she may get into. They're not going to hurt her or anything, but they're accessible for me. Our scarves, and then our aprons for craft time. And then I put way up here where no kids can get to our little people house and our little people barn. And then I have these like Melissa and Doug latch puzzles and things that they like to play with. I just never have a good spot for, and these are things I want them to ask for because they have to sit at the table with them, so that way they'll know where they are. So these things they'll ask for, and I'll get down for them, because a lot of times they'll like pull them down, and then they'll pull them down like if they're sitting here, and then they're more likely to break, so that way they can ask if they want to play with them. So now I'm going to start bringing stuff in that I want to keep in here and start filling up the cube storage. I apologize for the washer and dryer running, but I moved everything that was like toys out of there into here. So that's there. I have papers here, library books, some random toy boxes. I have my monitor and sound machine right here because that's where the plug is. You can see the outlets right here. So that way those can be plugged in. And then like instruments, I have a thing of glue and my bubble machine up there. I don't want the kids getting into those. And then just some random other like table toys and stuff up there. Okay, so now what I have left are like sheets for cribs and I don't know, just random teaching materials in there. I've got, these are sensory bin accessories. I've got magnets and then a bazillion empty bins left over. So I'm gonna go through this and just kind of organize this stuff better. Got my parachute in here, a bunch of like highlights, magazines, posters, stuff like that. Okay, so about almost 2 hours later, everything's looking really good. Like I said, I will have a whole organization tour, but I put the vehicles in a smaller bin. I have some puppets here and all like the little people in here in a smaller one. And just a few board books, some waffle blocks. They like collecting things in these little baskets in our bus. And then I can always rotate things in and out. I already showed you guys this stuff. Up here I have mouth toys bin and my like stickers and prizes for our sticker charts. And then backup clothes, table activities in those white bins, puzzles, and just some like binders and stuff. And then now everything fits really nicely in here. Backup toys, papers, library books, bins we use for all kinds of dishwashing buckets that we use all the time, table activities, instruments, coloring books, all kinds of stuff. I've got my felt board here if I need it, and some fans for nap time and stuff. And then I did end up keeping this in here. I went through and purged a lot of stuff in there, so it's mostly just sheets, parachute, and then my sensory bin activities. This is just all like curriculum. I got a booster seat, that kind of thing. I've got all my wipes, my daughter's diapers, and then those are my disposable changing pads, and then my current month's curriculum. And then in here, it's mostly just bins for right now till I really go through and purge the other areas in here. I've got a bunch of like diapers and pull-ups that nobody uses, so I don't really know what to do with those. I might like donate those to like women's shelter or something. This is a project I'm working on for somebody else. And then like basically most of this is just like empty bins, and then like our reusable grocery bags and stuff like that. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed organizing with me. Let me know if you like this solution for a functional space in this laundry room. I'm just so happy that now I don't have to just deal with stuff piling up right here, and everything has its own place and it's just a lot less cluttered. Let me know if you guys are tackling anything along with the new school year. It just feels like a good time to go through and organize everything and make it work for you in the current year. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.